Hi, I'm Mark Cunningham with Grace Property Management. One question we're hearing from our tenants, as well as our owner, investor, landlords who own rental property is simply this. What are rents going to do in 2023 in the Denver market, in the Colorado market? We've seen rents popping year over year for the last number of years. Is that going to continue? Are rents going to flatten? Are they going to go down? What's going to happen? Now, while nobody has a crystal ball, there are certainly things that we can look at as strong indicators of what we expect to see with rental rates doing in 2023, especially in the Denver and the Colorado market. Now, a couple things we need to keep in mind. These are the levers that are really controlling those rental rates. Number one, we know that inflation is pushing everything higher. It doesn't matter what you're buying, whether it's fast food, whether it's something at Home Depot, or whether it's a house. Inflation has been pushing things higher and higher and higher at a very, very fast clip. We've seen that in the last number of years, but especially the last number of months here in the Denver market, that inflation is just popping rents. That has been an upward pressure on rents. So we have that as one lever, as one filter to look at what could happen to rental rates. So if inflation keeps pushing, that may have some upward push on rents. But at the same time, we have a real estate sales market that has slowed dramatically. A national study just showed a few weeks ago that year over year, the number of mortgage applications, the people that applied for mortgages as I think it was August of last year as compared to August of this year, was down over 85%. 85%. That's a crash. I mean, that's huge. That's a huge number of people that are not interested in buying a house now that 12 months ago would have wanted to buy a house. They're also starting to track the number of properties that had been listed for sale that are coming off the sales market, and people are deciding to rent them out. So we have at the same time that we have inflation potentially pushing things higher, we have a sales market that is really slowing down, and properties are not selling. Interest rates are going way up. That's going to have a downward pressure on sale valuations of properties and the speed in which properties are selling, as well as investors wanting to buy those properties because they've gotten so overpriced. Now, what that means is our rental inventory will increase. We absolutely believe this. A lot of folks who have been trying to sell their property and can't sell it for whatever reason are deciding to make that property a rental. They wouldn't have done it 6 months ago, but the economic conditions have changed in Colorado so that now they will take that property and they will turn it into a rental property. So we're going to have an increase in supply of availability for homes for rent. And a lot of these are nice properties. These are properties that people bought to live in themselves. They're not just true investment properties. These are properties people plan to live in, and they can't live there for whatever reason. Maybe they got a job transfer or a life situation happen. They have to move, but they don't want to sell it. They can't sell it, so that's going to be an increase in inventory. At the same time, we have a rental demand. We have rental decrease. Rental demand is decreasing. Not as many people are lining up to rent that house, partially because of the economic situation in Colorado. We're just seeing the economy slow as a whole. People are a little bit more scared. They're tightening their financial belt, so they're not going to go out and overspend on a rental property. Instead, they're going to move into mom and dad's basement, or maybe they're going to get a rental roommate to rent that property. Instead of having two properties, the two are going to come together, and they're going to have roommates where they wouldn't have had a roommate situation before. So at the same time, we have more supply of homes coming on the property. We have decreased demand. The line is not as long. There's not a bidding war to rent every property like there used to be in the past number of months. What that means, we believe, is that rental rates should stabilize. Increased supply, decreased demand is going to have a stabilizing impact on rental rates. Now, certainly anything could happen, and economics change very, very quickly, we've learned. But if we're projecting what's going to happen, we certainly don't see rental rates crashing. We don't see them popping up. They may come up a little bit. I don't think they're going to stay at the rate of inflation. They're not going to probably be 8-10%. That's probably behind us, which is good for the stability, the long-term stability of our market. Now, if you have questions on your property, what your property could be renting for, what your property should be renting for, we're happy to be a resource at Grace Property Management. Jump on our website, rentgrace.com. We'll have to just wait and see exactly what 2023 holds for rental rates, but we anticipate there will be a great market stabilization and we'll return to some normalcy in this rental real estate market.